The arena shimmered with an otherworldly glow as Emily stepped through the crystalline gates. Above her, the sky wasn't sky at all, it was a dome of swirling purple energy that hummed with ancient power. She had been warned about this place, about the trial of the Forbidden Peak, but warnings meant little when survival was at stake. Erling watched from the observation platform, his jaw clenched tight. As the guardian of the Northern Realm, he had overseen hundreds of trials. But something about this human girl unsettled him. She was small, seemingly fragile, with dirt still clinging to her worn boots and determination blazing in her dark eyes. Most warriors who entered the trial came armored and armed to the teeth. Emily had arrived with nothing but the clothes on her back. "She'll die in minutes," muttered Valdris, another guardian standing beside Erling. "Humans are weak. This trial was designed for our kind." Erling said nothing. He had learned long ago not to underestimate anyone who willingly walked into death's embrace. The trial's rules materialized in glowing runes before Emily. No weapons shall be wielded. No magic shall be cast. Only your own strength and cunning shall see you through. Survive 3 challenges, and your village shall be spared. Emily read the words carefully, her heart pounding. Her village, her home hung in the balance. When the enforcers had come demanding tribute, when they had threatened to burn everything she loved, she had volunteered for this trial. It was either her life or hundreds of others. The first challenge began without warning. The ground beneath Emily's feet cracked open, and from the fissures emerged creatures of living stone golems, each twice her height with fists like boulders. 3 of them surrounded her, their movements grinding and deliberate. Emily didn't freeze. She couldn't afford to dot as the first golem swung its massive arm toward her. She dropped low and rolled forward, feeling the rush of air as the stone fist passed overhead. She came up running, analyzing as she moved. The golems were powerful but slow. Their joints where the stone segments connected, those were weak points. When the second golem lunged, Emily jumped, using its extended arm as a platform. She ran up its limb, her hands finding purchase in the cracks of its rocky surface. The golem tried to shake her off, but she was already climbing, reaching its shoulder. With all her strength, she drove her fist into the crystalline core embedded in its neck. The crystal shattered. The golem crumbled. Erling leaned forward, his eyes widening. Did she just— Impossible, Valdris breathed. But Emily wasn't finished. She landed in a crouch, scooped up a shard of the broken crystal, and as the third golem charged, she slid between its legs and jammed the shard into the joint behind its knee. The creature toppled. She scrambled up its back and destroyed its core before it could rise. The final golem hesitated if stone could hesitate. Emily didn't give it time to strategize. She grabbed chunks of rubble from the fallen golems and hurled them with precision, not at the creature's body but at the ground beneath it, creating unstable footing. When it stumbled, she was there, hands tearing into its core with desperate strength. The arena fell silent as the last golem crumbled. Emily stood among the debris, breathing hard, her hands cut and bleeding. But she was alive. The second challenge came swiftly. The rubble vanished, replaced by a maze of mirrors that stretched infinitely in every direction. Somewhere in this labyrinth was a key. Without it, she'd be trapped forever. But there was something else in the maze. She could hear it breathing, footsteps, something hunting her. Emily pressed her bloody palm against one mirror, then moved to the next, leaving marks. She would map this place with her own blood if necessary. The creature, a shadow beast with glowing red eyes, found her within minutes. It was fast, incorporeal, phasing through mirrors as if they were water. Weapons were forbidden. Magic was forbidden. But cleverness wasn't. Emily ran deliberately, leading the beast through her marked path. She noticed how the creature solidified for brief moments when it attacked, how it had to become tangible to cause harm. When it lunged again, Emily didn't dodge. She pivoted and shoved a mirror, angling it precisely. The beast struck its own reflection at the moment of solidity, confusing it, disrupting its form. In that moment of disorientation, Emily grabbed the creature with her bare hands. It burned like ice and fire together, but she held on, remembering her grandmother's words. Fear is just a feeling. Pain is just a sensation. Neither one has to stop you. She slammed the creature against mirror after mirror until it shattered into wisps of shadow. Behind where it had been guarding stood a pedestal with a silver key. Erling was standing now, hands gripping the railing. She's not just surviving. She's winning. The third challenge was the cruelest. Emily emerged from the maze into a circular chamber. Across from her, chained to the wall, was a boy no older than 10 from her village. Little Thomas, the baker's son. A voice echoed through the chamber. The trial demands sacrifice. His life or your victory. Choose. Emily's breath caught. This was the true test. Not strength or cunning, but humanity. She walked toward Thomas, and the boy's eyes widened with terror. But Emily didn't hesitate. She reached the chains and began working them with her hands, bending the metal, leveraging weak points, tearing at links with bleeding fingers until they broke. The trial forbade weapons. Emily said aloud, her voice steady despite the pain. It never said I couldn't use my hands to save someone. The chamber trembled. The voice returned, but this time it sounded different, approving. The trial is complete. You understood what others never do. Strength without compassion is just violence. You pass. The arena dissolved. Emily and Thomas stood in sunlight, back at the village gates. Behind them, Erling materialized, a rare smile on his face. Your village is safe, he said. And you, Emily, have taught us something we'd forgotten. Emily nodded, cradling her broken hands, and walked home. She had survived not by being the strongest, but by being the most human.